Hey everyone, NIO's management team talked in great detail about its future plans for some big initiatives, including the lower priced brands, autonomous driving, and more. And that has a lot of investors talking about NIO stock. So I wanted to share with you those details and what they could mean for NIO stock investors in the long run. So let's take a look.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
All right, so one of those initiatives are its lower priced brand, which includes Firefly. That will be the third brand. Onvo, which was the second brand, is coming out later this year. In September, it has plans to release its first model under that brand. And then following that, early next year, they could launch a new brand under Firefly. And so management is saying that regarding that third brand, Firefly, R&D activities are in good progress. R&D is research and development. And although the price segment is around 100,000 to 200,000 RMB, it will follow very high standard for safety and quality. So management is saying just because it's lower priced doesn't mean it's going to be lower quality or lower safety, highlighting that it will still be high quality and high safety even at a lower price point. Now, the management is saying that we will start the product delivery from the first half of next year and brand launch and product launch. And we don't have the specific date for that, but the delivery date is already more or less defined. So sometime in the first half of next year, let's say by July next year or by June next year, they should have this third brand out and in the market. That is the first half of next year. So that will undoubtedly increase sales, right? Unit sales will increase for NIO. That part of the business will grow, although it's uncertain how it will impact profitability. Will profits go up or go down? That remains uncertain. And given the company's losses on the bottom line, initially it'll probably lead to more losses. And then when it ramps up, it could lead to more profits. Now, the company's management team has been elusive when discussing profits and profit margins and expectations for profitability on the bottom line, but they've been willing to talk more about growth and the new brands and new ways, new catalysts for growth. Those seem to be top of mind for this management team. They are very much focused on growth and expansion, and profitability is taking a back seat right now. As of right now, they're still very much in growth mode. So the CEO goes on to say, regarding the NIO brands, they will gradually upgrade their product to the third generation. They will start to put more in-house technology in their vehicles, like chips for better vehicle margin performance. Now, these comments come in response to an analyst question asking about the NIO brand product migration from 2.0 to 3.0 and how much margin improvement can we expect with the technology upgrade. So the CEO said that, we're going to bring more technologies in-house, and that's going to lead to better margin performance. And they will also see some opportunities with battery cost reductions. And they have a confidence of realizing that margin of 20% from NP3, vehicle margin of 20%. Now, that vehicle margin of 20% would be much higher than the company performed in the latest quarter, where it was still in single digits, a single digit vehicle margin. So that would be roughly double from where they were in the most recent quarter with this next generation technology. So when they realize the monthly source volume of 30,000 units with a vehicle margin of around 20%, and then we will be breaking even with the core business of a new brand in China. So with 30,000 units per month, the company feels it can be profitable or breaking even at that amount. So roughly 360,000 units for the year. To put that into perspective, the company is forecasting roughly 55,000 units sold in the second quarter. And so annualized, that second quarter rate would not be at that 360,000 annualized rate, even though in the second quarter that growth would be over 100% compared to the second quarter last year. And then in the third quarter, they will have that launch of the new model from the Onvo brand, although it's unclear if the CEO is talking about that new brand within this forecast, because the core business, does he mean the core business meaning the NIO brand, or core business meaning the car business? So that's yet unclear. But it's encouraging to see a vehicle margin forecast of 20%. That would be robust. That's roughly where Tesla is right now in terms of their vehicle margin. So hitting that target would be, where the best in class provider is right now. But Tesla is at roughly 2 million units. So put that into perspective when you're looking at expectations from NIO in terms of hitting that 20% margin. So there have been some rumors surrounding the Onvo brand and the launch in September, the deliveries in September. There have been some rumors that they have 60,000 cancelable orders already, or pre-orders for that model that's coming out in September. And the CEO responds to that by saying, look, we never disclose any pre-order intake or numbers, as the pre-orders are refundable and we don't see it as a very solid reference. But it's true that the pre-order intake has surpassed our expectations. So, letting everyone know that the demand for this product is strong without, affirming or denying rumors of the pre-order level. And I've cautioned electric vehicle stock investors about these pre-order numbers. Several of these EV companies that had these large backlogs, pre-orders, when it came time to deliver those vehicles, they realized that they were getting canceled at an alarmingly high rate. And that's what this CEO is referring to. Like, we don't see the pre-orders as a very solid reference. They're refundable. So people could just place the order, and then when it comes time, they can just cancel and take a refund if they don't want it. So a lot of people place orders and then they cancel or take a refund. So this shouldn't be taken as for sure it's going to be a sale. It's just some customer interest in the product and hoping that they can find a make or match or style at a price point that's attractive for their needs, and placing an order just in case. And then if you've got nothing to lose, then you make that refundable pre-order. So undoubtedly, for NIO stock investors, this is finally the time when the company is really ramping up production. Right? As of now, it's been mostly a luxury brand. And if you're a luxury brand, you can only have so many customers because only so many people make that much money to afford the vehicles in the luxury category. But now with the lower priced models coming out, first with I believe it's the L6 from the Onvo brand starting delivery in September, and then the Firefly brand in the first half of next year, that really has the potential to really double, triple, or quadruple NIO's sales. And at those levels, perhaps they can be sustainable and cause the company to at least be break even and not lose money on the bottom line, and then put themselves on sustainable footing where they don't have to go back to investors and ask for any more money. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.